Hi folks, this is Chef Craig Favre here, and today we're making lasagna.
As you know, Craig's new favorite food is lasagna, so today we're going to make it. Let's see if we can make the best lasagna you've ever had. You think we can do that?
Yes.
Okay, so to start with, we have these lasagna noodles. These are no boil lasagna noodles that we got at Graziano's Market. We also have some Graziano's Italian sausage, some ground beef, mozzarella cheese, cottage cheese, and 4 different kinds of pasta sauce because I like to mix it up. This one is from Aldi, the Rayo's, which I've never tried, but people have said is good. The Mutti is probably, or Mutti, I don't know how to pronounce it. That's probably my favorite one. The Classico I like a lot. It has some Italian sausage in it. And then, of course, our old favorite, Ragu. That's always a must-have in a really good pasta sauce, if you ask me, unless you make it all from scratch. Okay, Craig, so what do you think we need to do first?
I don't know.
First of all, we need to chop up the onion and the green pepper.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Okay, so do you want to start with trying to... Here, I'll cut the top off for you. I'm going to use this. We'll use our chop wizard too, but first we have to cut this up into pieces. Do you want to try and cut it up into smaller pieces? Do you want to try using that, and then if that doesn't work, we'll use a regular knife. That knife, one of our very nice viewers sent to us, which is much safer for Craig. Nice. Good job. Now, cut them each into another half. Okay, and then let's cut that one too. A little bit smaller because they have to fit onto the chop whiz. Get that out of there. You want to see if you can cut them each into another piece for me. Those bigger pieces, cut them down. Okay. You're doing a great job. Hand manipulation can sometimes be hard for Craig, but he's come a long way since we've been cooking.
How's that?
That looks great. Now, we're going to get out our chop whiz. If you regularly watch our cooking videos, you know that this is one of my very favorite things, which it can be purchased on Amazon, and I will leave a link below in case you're interested. Mine's been around a while, and I've put it in the dishwasher, which probably isn't the best thing. So it's getting a little sticky. I'm probably due for a new one soon. I've had this a long time, and it works so great, especially for Craig helping. It's much less tedious than chopping everything by hand. And Craig likes to do it. You can even take out some aggressions with it. Oh, we don't need that little piece. Okay. Good job. We'll cut this down so we can chop the onion. Oh, go get your goggles.
Where are the goggles at?
The goggles are, remember where they're at in there?
This one?
Mm-hmm. On the door. You see it?
There you are. Hey, you're on.
And I'll just cut this down into slices for Craig because onions do bother his eyes. I think the goggles, can you show him your goggles? The goggles, which we also got off of Amazon, have helped a lot, though.
I can't see.
What's wrong?
The onions.
Oh, is the onion still bothering you?
I mean, goggles.
The goggles are bothering you? Is it too tight? No. And I'll slice these up, and then you can put them through the chop whiz, okay? Onion's a lot harder to cut than a green pepper with that other knife. But I think Craig could do it. But I'm afraid it's going to get to him if he does. It's starting to sting my eyes. I probably need goggles, too. Will you get me some goggles? This is kind of a strong onion, apparently.
We love onion rings.
I know you do. Okay. Now put these on. Let's see how these cut with this knife. Yeah, not very good. You kind of need a straight knife to cut onion. This one's even a little serrated, which doesn't work great. So we'll go back to this one. A good sharp knife helps so it doesn't take too long. And I like onion a lot, so we're putting plenty of onion in our sauce. Putting on makeup and then cutting onions, probably not the greatest idea. They're really getting to me, Craig. Should have put the goggles on in the first place. Are they getting to your eyes too? Do your eyes sting?
No.
And we have a large frying pan. We're going to put in our ground beef and our Italian sausage. And after we get it all crumbled up in the bottom of the pan, we'll add the onions and the green peppers and cook those together for our sauce.
Don't forget this one.
Yeah, I'm kind of waiting to see if I need this one. You won't need this much sauce if you're just making lasagna, but I like to make a big batch of sauce and then freeze some for a future use. And how much meat you use, hamburger and sausage, just depends on how much meat you like in your sauce. Craig likes this pretty meaty.
Yeah, meaty.
That's his favorite part, I think, of the sauce. Okay, so we have to break up this. Do you want to break it up with your fingers?
No.
Okay, I'll do that. It is kind of an unappealing feeling, especially the Italian sausage. It's very dense. So you just kind of break it up into smaller pieces, and while you're cooking it, you can break it up some more with a spoon, or I do have a utensil. Craig, look in that drawer and see if you can find me that thing I used to. Nope, it must be in my other drawer. I do have something that, I'll look for it. Maybe it's in the dishwasher. I do have something that breaks up the meat really well that you can buy just about anywhere. You can buy one on Amazon. You can probably get them at Walmart or Target or anywhere. I think I got mine off of Amazon just because it was easy. So the next thing we do is dump. Okay, you want to dump the onions and green peppers on top? And then we want to put some salt. You want to salt it? I'm going to give it a good salt. Doing good. Okay. Put that all in there. We're just going to take a spoon and mix this all together. See, you can see it. You get it all mixed together, and then we're going to just brown this hamburger up good, which will at the same time cook the onions and the green peppers. And after that's done, we put it through the food processor so our meat is evenly through our sauce. That's something that we really like. We don't like big chunks of anything in our sauce. So we will get this cooking, and then we'll be back. Right, Craig?
Right.
And say, see you in a little bit.
See you in a little bit.
So here is I have the sausage and the ground beef in here with the onions and green pepper. This is the tool I was talking about that breaks up the meat while you're cooking. It's just very easy to use. You just keep putting it down in here and twisting. When it starts getting cooked, that's easier to do. So we're just going to let this cook for a while. When it gets to where it's brown, I'll go back in and I'll smash it all up with this. Can you hear the sausage and the hamburger sizzling? I'm almost ready to call Craig down here. I just need to drain this now, get some of the fat off of it, and then we'll put it through our food processor. So we'll be back in a minute.
Little bit.
Before we start our sauce, I thought Craig and I would have a little sauce taste test. We have 4 different sauces here. There's Rao's, which is from Aldi. This is a low sugar sauce. A lot of people on keto like to use it. We have the muti or mutti, however it's said. This one you usually buy at like specialty stores. You can buy it at World Market. I think Graziano's also has it. This is Classico. You can buy this at any grocery store. And also Ragu. So first of all, let's try this one.
Not bad.
Okay. That one's definitely mainly salty and not sweet.
Not sweet at all.
It wasn't sweet at all.
Well, vegetables.
Yep, that does taste like vegetables, you're right. What do you think of that one?
That's classic.
It's got a little bit of a meatier taste to it, I think. And the last one, Ragu.
It is like ragu.
So which one do you like best of all?
Ragu.
I think I actually like the Classico. But this is very good. I've used the pizza sauce and I really like it on pizza. I think if we mix them all together, we'll have the ultimate sauce. And our next step is to take this ground beef and Italian sausage and run it through our little food processor. So let's get a spoon. Here's our spoon. I'm going to spoon some of that in there. We can probably put a little more meat in there than that. This is one of my very favorite Amazon purchases. I actually bought it for the emulsifier, which is this attachment. But I have found that I love it for this, which you get this little bowl with a lid, and this goes on top, and you can use it for a food processor. I think that's enough. And it makes the meat all a fine texture, and we can now just put it right in that bowl. Do you want to dump it in that bowl? Okay. Now, if you had a larger food processor, you'd be able to do this all at one time. So we're doing it in small batches.
I like a mess.
Yeah, I am making a mess. I like not having to have a large food processor.
I'll put these spoons away, Mom.
Okay. Those are the ones we didn't use. Okay. I like not having to store a large food processor, so I'm okay with doing this small batches at a time. But if you wanted to make pie crust or something in it, you definitely would need a bigger one. I'm in the stage of buying my pie crust these days. All right, I'm gonna process that now. And this is very easy for me to use. Just gotta get it in the right spot here. There we go.
Don't.
Okay, it's okay. Just use this spoon. Get the rest of it out of here. And then we just need one more batch. Okay, I think that's good. Now we can get rid of this. Here. Just move it over here closer to us. Oops. It's okay. Here,
Butterfingers.
Let me take this. Okay, you can get a towel. Okay, you got it. Okay, we'll just pour the rest of this in here. So what do you think our next step is?
The tomato sauce?
Right, we have to pour in our sauce. You want to pour the sauces in? I usually like to take the jar and with the lid on, turn it upside down so we can get all the sauce out of it. Okay, there's the Classico. And the mutti. Okay. And we need to get a spoon to mix it all up. Go gentle so it doesn't flop out of the bowl. that in there. I will say I think the muti, it has a fresh taste to it. I think that's why Craig said it tasted like vegetables.
That was a little.
You to get me down the casserole dish out of the cabinet. I've got this big bowl of sauce here.
The vegetable oil.
Yes, that works.
Here we go.
Okay, I think that's good. Now we have our no boil noodles. Let's put that in the middle. And what does it say to do? It's been a while since I've used these, but you know what? It doesn't really have instructions, but here's what I've always done in the past. You take the sauce and you put it in the bottom of the pan.
There is no. How's that?
Okay, yep. Now, let's, can you do that? Spread it on the bottom of the pan. Okay, I think that's good. It's okay. You want to cover the bottom of your pan with the sauce, and then we're going to take out noodles and cover the bottom of the pan with the noodles. This. The noodles are just these sheets, just like this. And you just lay them down like that, Craig. Just line the bottom of the pan with them. It's really easy. Okay. I don't think we can get another. We might have to just break it up to here. Get one more out, okay? And this won't quite fit, so what we're going to do is just break it in pieces. There we go. And that fits better in the pan. There. That's pretty easy. Here's what the first layer looks like. Now we are going to put...
What about the cottage cheese?
We'll do that after first we put on sauce. Okay, now let's spread that around. You want to cover the noodles with a layer of sauce. Okay, so we've covered that layer with the sauce. Now we want to cover it with the cottage cheese. Now we just spoon the cottage cheese over that sauce. Just put some piles in there. What sounds better, glops or piles? Mounds? Okay, let's see. Let's see about... Here, you're going to wipe your hands. And you just kind of take your spoon and spread it out. Just...
You're not going to cook the noodles?
Nope, you don't have to cook them. They cook when they're in the oven. So they will cook, but they cook at the same time as you're just cooking lasagna in the oven. So you don't have to boil them first. Okay, and we'll leave the rest for our next layer. Now we need to put some mozzarella cheese on. And probably just dump this whole thing in there and then we'll spread it around. Because we like our lasagna cheesy. May have been a little excessive, but we're okay. Okay, you want to just spread it around, Craig? You just want to cover all that cottage cheese. So we've covered our sauce with the mozzarella cheese and the cottage cheese. So the next step, what do you think the next step is, Craig?
The sauce?
Nope, more noodles. You need another layer of noodles.
Oh, wow.
They used to have frozen pre-cooked lasagna sheets, which I loved. They were so easy, but somewhere along the line, they just stopped making them for some reason. I think that's good. Just don't go clear to the end of the pan up here. So what do we have left here?
Are you sure this lasagna looks good?
I'm sure it looks good. It looks really good, Craig. Okay, now spread that around. Do you think it looks good?
Yeah, it looks good.
It's going to be really good, Craig.
Mm.
Here, do you want me to help?
Yeah.
Finish it up, get it to the edges. And while I do like plenty of sauce, you don't want to get so much that your lasagna ends up being runny. I think we've got plenty of sauce there. Now, Craig, let's put some more of the cottage cheese on.
Oops, I dropped, just spilled some.
It's okay. We can clean it up. And we'll use the rest of the cottage cheese on this layer.
I'm making a mess here.
It's okay. Just wipe it up with a paper towel. You're going to clean that up? And you just kind of spread this cottage cheese around. This is our second layer, but now we need some cheese on it. This time, don't dump the whole bag, though, because that's a bigger bag. You'll have to cover the whole surface with cheese. Then it can be as much or as little as you want. Now, we want to put on the last 4 lasagna sheets. Okay, we've got this one, so we're just going to break it up and kind of put it in here. And so you top that again with more sauce. So we have 3 layers. Okay, now spread that around.
More sauce?
No, keep spreading this around first. See how far it goes, and then we'll decide.
Yeah.
You have a hard time with that?
Yeah.
Or you're getting tired of doing this? Probably both. Craig, one of our viewers said, do you know when Bugs Bunny's birthday was?
July 27th.
That's right. And she wanted to know, how old is Bugs Bunny?
80, 81, 82, 83, 84.
84 years old. He's been around a long time. What's your favorite Bugs Bunny cartoon?
What's up, Doc?
Is that your favorite line or your favorite cartoon?
Favorite cartoon.
Mine's the one where he says, you can reach me at my Gettysburg address. Do you remember that one?
Now, what a cheese.
Yep. Get a good topping of cheese on now. Craig, who's your favorite Ninja Turtle?
Michelangelo. He made pizza.
Ah, because he made pizza? It's a good reason.
How's that?
Okay, I'm going to add a little more to the top. We'll probably just use the rest of this bag. Just spread it so it has a good topping of cheese. Now, if I have some cheddar cheese, I'd like to add just a little bit of cheddar cheese to the top because I think it makes it look pretty. So we're going to check the fridge. I do have some cheddar cheese. Craig, do you want to preheat the oven to 350?
Bake?
Yep. And we're just going to sprinkle a little.
Start?
Yes. We're not going to cover it with this. We're just going to sprinkle it around so the two kind of blend together. And there you go. Our lasagna is ready for the oven as soon as it's okay. I'm not spilling it. The lasagna is ready for the oven as soon as it is preheated. I should have thought of that a little bit ago. And then we have lots of leftover sauce that I can freeze for another item that we make.
Pizza?
Pizza. The one thing that you don't like but Bennett really likes, the S word. Do you know what that is?
Spaghetti. Yeah.
Yeah. that's what we need to do is wait for the oven. So while we wait, I thought I could ask you some questions. People have been asking a lot of questions, and I haven't got to them. Would you play a slot machine if we were in Vegas?
Why, yes, I am. With money.
With money, yeah. What kind of a slot machine do you think you'd like to play?
The Wizard of Oz?
Yeah, you remember that. We did go to the casino once in Altoona, Prairie Meadows, and Craig played a slot machine for a little while. He did get bored of it, but he did play it for a little while. Do you like popcorn?
Yes, I like cheddar and caramel.
Yeah, those are, and the marshmallow kind, I guess Jolly Time that it has, that's really good. It's kind of like a popcorn ball flavor. What is the next movie that we're going to see at the movie theater?
Harold and the Purple Crayon.
When does that come out?
This August.
Soon, because August is starting this week. It's the 1st of August on Wednesday? I think it is. Who is your favorite Simpsons character?
Bart Simpson. Cowabunga.
Why is he your favorite?
Because he's hip. He's cool.
Have you ever collected Thomas the Tank Engine minifigures?
Well, I did once when I was a child.
You had, yeah, I don't know if they were the same ones. One of our viewers said they have quite a collection of them. I don't know if we have the same ones, or we don't have them anymore. But Craig used to really love Thomas, and we had a train set. Why did the Minions give this is a joke. Why did the Minions give Gru bananas for his birthday?
Why?
Because he needed new slippers. That comes from another one of our viewers. He sends us a lot of jokes. What is your most wanted plush?
A Webkin.
What kind of Webkin? One
a
that you
Mauer
don't.
Duck.
Is that you don't have that one?
No.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
What is, if you could get any plush that you don't have, what would it be?
A woolly mammoth.
A Webkin woolly mammoth or just a plush toy?
A plush toy.
I think we're done. All right, Craig. We'll get this lasagna in the oven, and we'll see you a little later for the taste test.
Okay, lasagna.
To go with our lasagna, we will also be having this Kohl's frozen garlic bread. This is my very favorite garlic bread to get from the grocery store. It's the most garlicky, and it's nice and soft in the middle, and the edges are crispy and crunchy. It's really good. I did want to add that before putting the lasagna in the oven, I covered it with some nonstick foil. Make sure if you cover your lasagna with foil that you have nonstick foil, or you spray the foil with some cooking spray or butter it just to keep it from sticking to the cheese. Now, it didn't say this on the package, but I have used the no-boil lasagna noodles in the past, and that's what the instructions told me to do, so that's what I'm doing today. I will take the foil off towards the end so that the cheese gets all nice and bubbly and crispy on top. Here is the lasagna. It's ready. You just have to cut it and call Craig down here. Can you hear it bubbling? That's the sound of deliciousness. We're having some salads before dinner, right?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of salad did we have tonight?
The Greek salad.
Yeah, it's called Chop House Crunch, I think. It has some freeze-dried corn and some almonds and lettuce and some Chop House dressing, I think it said. It's pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Oh boy. Lasagna mode. Tastes delicious, Mama.
Is it better than Olive Garden?
Yep.
You did a good job.
Mm-hmm. Bon appetit, everybody, and keep on having a great day.